The board only gave us 3 million to spend this summer, however, I've managed to sell 4 players for a total amount of 54 million. My main goal for the summer was to give new contracts to some of our best players, including Morton or Barony. However, that was not the case for Acevedo, who wanted over 40k per week. He's still our player, he's unhappy now, no offers has been made for him so far, and I say so far because I came back for the transfer deadline day because I found one of the best goalkeepers in the game. He's a wonder kid, 18, he has a release clause, but I'm 3 million short, so we might have to ask the board for help. Alright, welcome back to Academica on FM24. We still have 40 million left in our transfer budget, however I cannot increase it, and let me show you why I need 3 million more. There he is. At only 18, he will be our best goalkeeper. Now I cannot sell Schmidt because he just signed a contract with us. We could sell Vettorel. He is willing to join us, but he has a release clause of 17.5 million. So my first option is to interact with the board for this one. Let's see if they're willing to accept this. They agree. Good. We had money in the bank, of course. And there he is, Felipe Maciel, an 18-year-old sweeper keeper who looks amazing for his age. Could improve a lot in the future. Do I loan him out? No. He did want it to be our first choice goalkeeper, and I promised Schmidt he's gonna be our first choice goalkeeper. So I guess we'll have to use both of them quite often. Now, let's see if we can find a club for Thomas Vettorel. We did manage to find a suitable club for Vettorel. He signed for Hellas Verona for 1.7 million, that can go up to 2.1. He is their first choice goalkeeper and I'm happy for him. He's still young. I hope he's gonna have a good career there. I decided to transfer list Darko Shulinov when he came in wanting a new contract. He signed for Espanyol for 8.25 million. Espanyol also made a bid for Saul for 1.6 million and I decided to accept it. He was still a useful player despite his physical attributes. He had one more year on his contract with us. However, I've been sending this guy on coaching courses, but he's awful as a staff member. My word, he is studying for a national A license. At some point, I thought that he will take over from Pedro Roma once he retires and become my assistant manager. By the way, we don't have Pedro Roma anymore. We don't have an assistant manager. We have a coach that took over Roma's responsibilities. We'll get to that a little bit later. Yeah, so Saul for 1.6 million to Espanyol. I think it was the perfect time to sell James Bree because he had high value and he was getting old. Sunderland made a bid of 19 million. He was great for us, especially last season. He's a regular starter there, earning 78k per week. By the way, Sunderland are back in the Premier League. Good for them. And our biggest sale, Bernardo Folia. I also offered him out when I saw that these guys from Saudi Arabia were sniffing around and they made a bid of 25 million. Yes, he's gone. I know he was great for us in the last couple of seasons, but 25 million, it's a lot of money for a 26-year-old. He's earning 130k there as a star player. Just like we talked about last season, I did sign Max Schmidt on a permanent deal once his contract ran out with Bayern München. As a first choice goalkeeper, I've changed that after we signed Maciel. And if we take a look at here, yeah, he's upset now. Let's discuss it with him. That's okay. He understands. Great. Great, I'm happy. He does have some value on him, so I'll probably look to sell him next season and keep the youngster that we just signed and Gracia, who's out on loan. We also signed on a permanent deal Jose Hurtado just as a squad player, even though we sold James Bree. I think he is a decent player. For now, his first choice because we signed an 18-year-old Brazilian as his backup that you guys know about if you saw the last episode. I didn't need another striker, but when I saw this guy available for only 8 million as a release clause from Granada, I had to sign him. Just look at him, he's mental. He's a target forward or a complete forward at only 19, driven personality, great attributes all around. Only his long shot, it's 10. This guy is going to be amazing. I loaned him out to Real Valladolid in the second division in Spain. 5 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist and a decent average rating for him. I've splashed the cash on Tony Martens, an 18-year-old Dutch attacking midfielder that I'm training to play as an inside forward on the left, back up to Beroni for now. 15 million that can rise up to 20.5 million from Ajax. He actually didn't play for Ajax at all. He made his professional debut for us and he scored a goal and got himself one assist. We managed to sign Helio, the 18-year-old right back. The day he turned 18, I activated his release clause of 11 million. As an 18-year-old right back, he already scored a goal. That's fantastic. And Felipe Maciel, the 18-year-old sweeper keeper with a fairly determined personality. You don't get too many 18-year-old goalkeepers with handling 16, one-on-ones and reflexes with 17. I mean, this guy is gonna become world class. I'm pretty sure of it. So we still have a small squad. I know some of you guys don't agree with this, but it's the way I like to play the game. What I didn't mention is that Tony Martens has a model citizen personality that's pretty rare, especially for a new gen. Anyway, our next big sale might be Acevedo, who's unhappy because we couldn't agree on a contract. Like I said, he wanted over 40k per week. If we discuss it with his agent again, 41 to 51, that's not gonna happen, dude, especially now because we're paying over our wage budget. Yeah, I think he's going to be our next big sale and we won't miss him that much, trust me. Our first season in the Champions League, and here's our fixtures for the league phase. Away at Juventus and home against Red Star. We're gonna cover these matches in today's episode. Away at Rangers, home against AC Milan and Celtic, away at Karabakh, and home against Chelsea and Bayern Munich. So I already know that next episode will be back for these two games, and the one after that against Chelsea and Bayern Munich. We had a fantastic start of the season. We scored 6 goals in 3 consecutive matches, 2 of them away at Sporting and Braga. We also scored 6 goals in our first match of the season in this European South American Club Challenge. It's not a friendly match, we got a trophy for it. 6-2, Beroni, Krokvik with a brace, Gravenberch and Klepac with a brace. We managed to pick up our second trophy of the season by winning the Portuguese Super Cup against Benfica. Melro took the lead from a penalty, they managed to equalize, and Krokvik scored in the last 2 minutes of extra time, 2 goals. Our first match in the league, a 2-1 victory away at Maritimo, Fonseca and Melro with a 93rd minute winner. We were so good against Manchester City in the UEFA Super Cup. We were actually 3-1 up in the 78th minute. Ueda, Soquist and Melro scored for us. And in just 10 minutes, Manchester City managed to turn things around and lift the trophy. Our only defeat this season so far. 6-2 home victory against Santa Clara. Klepac with a brace, Alves with a brace, Helio and Melro from a penalty. 6-0 victory away at Sporting. We mopped the floor with them. Acevedo, Bruno Alves, Fonseca with 2 penalties, and Ryan Gravenberch with a brace. We followed with a 6-2 victory away at Braga. Coca, Gravenberch with a hat-trick, Melro and Beroni. 2-0 against Boavista, Acevedo and Melro. 3-1 against Ioave, Soquist, Krokvik and Ryan Gravenberch. And we end with a spectacular 5-2 victory away at Vitória de Guimarães. Melro from a penalty, Neto with a couple of goals, Klepac and Tony Martens scoring his first professional goal. In today's episode, like I said, Juventus, Red Star and this game against Porto, which I expect to win. If we take a look at the league table, of course, we're top. Maximum points from 7 matches. Benfica will probably take first place because despite us scoring a lot of goals, they still have a better goal difference. We haven't played each other yet. Now the first match in the Champions League away at Juventus, we're gonna play Maciel in goal, Coca, Acevedo, Fonseca, Hurtado, Morten, Gravenberch, Soquist, Ueda, Beroni and Krokvik is gonna be my first choice up front, with Bruno Alves as his backup. We still have Jose Melro, he's gonna be backup to Ueda, and unfortunately we have Gomez injured and I don't think we're gonna see him in today's episode. Our first match in the Champions League, Juventus still have a decent squad, of course. Chiesa, Gakpo, Vlahovic, Locatelli, McKinney, okay, they have a way better squad than ours. I went with the no-pressure team talk, of course, just like I did against Manchester City in the Super Cup, and we were pretty close to getting that trophy. Okay, let's do this. Coca with a throw-in after 10 minutes. Acevedo to Fonseca. I've increased the speed a little bit. It seemed a little bit slow last time we played. Krokvik, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Morton steps up to take the penalty. He signed a new contract. We're gonna take a look at that. But my word, he missed the penalty, for crying out loud, dude. It's our second highlight and we still control the ball. I like the fact that we don't see Juventus attacking. Ojeda hits the crossbar. Another huge opportunity. Morton takes a corner. Come on, Morton. Acevedo, my word. Oh, Acevedo with a bicycle kick. And Bereni's shot was blocked. I'm afraid these chances will come back to haunt us. A free kick for Juventus. Gakpo takes it. Good save from Maciel. Great job, dude. The 18-year-old made his debut just a couple of hours after signing for us in the last match we played in the league. Soquist. To Ojeda. Bereni, let's go! Decision penalty awarded. What the hell happened there? I don't know. Anyway, we're in front after 44 minutes. No VAR check, no nothing. Great job, dudes. Come on, we deserve it. Maciel to Acevedo. We're building from the back like a big club that we are. Here's Fonseca on a yellow card. Soquist, dude. Fonseca's mistake there, and Vlahovic equalized. Yeah, I got cocky there saying we're a big team. We tried to. It's 1-1, but we're giving them a game. It's 1-1 with just a few more minutes until half time. We had 8 shots for on target and a good XG. Yeah, I'm happy with the way things went. Right, after this highlight, I'm going to make some substitutions. It's a free kick for us. Soquist to Ojeda. Come on, Acevedo. Hits the post. My word. Right, let's make subs. Ryan Gravenberg is affected by his injury, so Klepac is coming in, and I'm going to switch him around with Soquist. 67 minutes on the clock. An opportunity. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, for crying out loud. I think he was offside because the assistant raised his flag, and it's going to be disallowed. There you go. Time for some other subs because I saw Fonseca on a 6.2 and being nervous. Muniz is coming in, of course. Soquist is on a 6.4. I'm gonna keep him though. Melrose is coming in for Krokvik, and that's all for now. I might bring in Neto at some point for Soquist, and probably Helio for Hurtado. Yeah, 10 more minutes to go. Let's do that right now. Here's Helio for Hurtado, and where are you? Neto for Soquist. We're in stoppage time. We're about to get a point away at Juventus if nothing dramatic happens. Yes, I'll take this point every day of the week. Next, we're gonna have to face Porto. It's a home game and I expect a win. Maciel, Coca, Muniz, Fonseca, Hurtado, Morten, Soquist, Klepac, Ojeda, Bereni, Krokvik. Unfortunately, Gravenberg is now out. He'll return in a couple of days and I think he'll be ready to play against Red Star. Well, okay, it's not going well. Maciel, it's on an 8 rating because Porto had 6 shots on target. We didn't have a single one. This was our first highlight with Elliott. Is it Harvey Elliott? Yes, he is 25 and he's contracted to Porto. 93k per week, my word. Yeah, we're not doing well. Just a few more minutes until halftime. Ojeda takes a free kick. Safe hands from their goalkeeper. I think it's their highlight. To be fair, they kind of deserve to be in front. We get the ball back though. Ojeda, Hurtado. Hurtado, look at him go. Cross it, dude. Ojeda. Morten to Soquist. We're in front. Come on. Despite Porto being the better team for now. 5 more minutes until halftime. We're in front, but I'm not happy with the stats. Not at all. I mean, Maciel, 8 rating. My word, he was worth every penny. Muniz wins the header, but we cannot win the second ball. Elliott to Maffeo. Here's Lindstrom. Oh, they do have a decent squad, but so do we. And that's the end of the first half. We're in front. What do I tell them? Complacency. I don't know. Because we're in front, but we're not playing well. Keep going. Okay. Here we go, boys. Can we make it two? Here's a Coca. To Beroni. Beroni ready to cut inside. No, he gets tackled there. Coca. Coca, don't lose it, dude. Beroni. Morten. Morten, lovely ball to Ojeda here. Ojeda back to Hurtado. Oh my word. Great job, Morten, recovering that ball. Here's a Fonseca. Morten again. Lovely ball to Beroni. First time cross to Krokvik. That was spectacular from Beroni, and Krokvik with a header to make it 2-0. Yes, VAR is checking something. I don't know what, but it's 2-0. Come on, dude. 68 minutes on the clock. Helio is coming in for Hurtado. I'm bringing in Jonas for Coca. And Carles Ojeda is not doing too well. Melrose is coming in. I should sub off Beroni as well and bring in Tony Martins. We have one more sub. I'm gonna keep it. 11 shots on target for Porto. A great XG. Our XG was really poor. And Maciel is gonna be man of the match with an 8.5 rating. We're in stoppage time. 8.6 now. Unbelievable game. He had the game of his life. We were able to sign 2 more coaches, and Robert Lewandowski was one of those that applied for the job, and I decided to offer him a contract. Of course, he looks pretty decent as a coach, but he's also pretty decent as an assistant manager, better than Pedro Roma. So I decided to let go of Pedro Roma, and now Robert Lewandowski took over his responsibilities. He's now just acting as an assistant manager because he recently signed a contract. So I think before we get to the next episode, he'll actually be our assistant manager and not just act like one. It's our second game in the Champions League and the last game of the episode, home against Red Star. Maciel in goal because, come on, I thought about using Max Schmidt for this one in goal, but Maciel was man of the match against Porto. I have to use him. Coca, Acevedo, Fonseca, Hurtado, Morten, Gravenberch, Soquist, Melro, Beroni, and Alves up front. I'm gonna use Melro and Alves for this one. If things doesn't work out, of course, we have Ojeda and Krokvik on the bench. Melro for our first highlight in the middle of the pitch. Soquist, oh my word, what a goal from Michael Soquist, his 4th of the season. Yeah, we've signed a bunch of wonder kids throughout this save, and they look amazing. Soquist with a lovely shot here. AC Milan are facing Juventus, Arsenal, Stuttgart, okay. Some interesting matches there. Coca with a throw in, 13 minutes in. Beroni, back to Coca. Here's Acevedo. Morten, Gravenberch, Alves. Alves! Oh, he tried to place that shot. Good save though. Morten takes a corner now. 25 minutes on the clock. Can we make it 2, please? Beroni to Soquist. Back to Morten. He was not offside. Beroni. Beroni. Shot blocked. And that's another corner. Okay. I think that's the end of the highlight. Morten to Acevedo. Lovely header. Safe hands from their goalkeeper. Here's Hurtado. Crossy dude. Hurtado keeps going. That's a penalty. I think Jose Melro is gonna take it. Yeah, he wasn't on the pitch against Juventus. Melro scores. Come on, 2-0 after half an hour. You already scored 8 goals. Morten with another corner. 3-0. Fonseca with his 4th goal of the season. Great job, dude. Red Star didn't have a single shot, and it was expected for the game to go this way. Yeah, we're in stoppage time now. 3-0 at halftime. An impressive game so far from the boys. I'm happy, of course. 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Morten to Gravenberch. Alves. Lovely through ball. Mistake. Alves. Come on. Bruno Alves. Another guy with his 4th of the season. Yeah, he's been scoring a few from the bench. Morten. I'm happy I've managed to keep Morten, of course, and Beroni. Soquist. To Melro, that was a lovely ball from Soquist. I thought he was gonna play it here to Hurtado, but no. It seemed like a no-look pass. Yeah, it's 5-0. Come on. Melro with his 2nd goal. Okay, 40 minutes remaining. 13 shots on target. Their goalkeeper is on a 7.2 rating despite conceding 5 goals. I'm gonna keep Bruno Alves and Melro, but let's make some substitutions. Tony Martens, yeah, sure. I want to bring in Luis Segovia to give him a few minutes. He's the 30-year-old French G central defender. Jonas, let's bring in Helio. And do I want to make the last sub as well? No, I'm going to keep it in case we have injuries. Here's Martens on the ball now. The model citizen. Come on, dude. Jonas. Jonas to Soquist. That might be another penalty. Okay. Jose Melro to get his hat-trick. He missed the penalty. He was on a 9.1 rating. This is gonna drop now. He takes the corner though. Fonseca, Martens, back to Melro. Fonseca, Helio, back to Morton. That's the end of it. A corner for... oh my word, they actually scored from a corner. Their first highlight, their first shot. Lovely header though. 5-1 with around 20 minutes remaining. Well, they actually had another shot. It was on target. As we can see, we have some complacency here to Segovia and Helio. That's not good. Well, it ended 5-1. 14 shots on target. A great XG, but we did had a penalty. Our best performer was Jose Mero, 8.4, but their goalkeeper had a fantastic game. So like I said, next episode, AC Milan and Celtic, and I guess this home game against Gil Vicente as well. We're gonna play the backups in this one. We had a fantastic start of the season, and I think it's the season that we can actually win the league. Hopefully. Yeah, Benfica still have the better goal difference. Right, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment to tell me what you think about the transfers we made. I'll see you guys for the next one.